Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're talking about something every real estate agent knows all too well, the income roller coaster. We're going to break down how you can get off that ride for good and build a career that's stable and successful, no matter what the market's throwing at you.
All right, let's just kick things off with a number that honestly should be a real wake-up call for everyone in the industry. That number is 80%. That's right. A recent report found that 80% of agents haven't closed a single deal this year. And get this, that's up from 71% just last year. This isn't just a number on a page, it's a massive warning sign about the danger of having all your eggs in one basket.
And that brings us to the agent's income roller coaster. You know what I'm talking about. That insane feast or famine cycle. One month you're on top of the world, and the next you're wondering where the next check is coming from. When your entire livelihood depends on that one big commission check from a traditional sale, the pressure is just immense. It messes with your focus, it can lead to bad decisions, and let's be real, it takes a serious toll on your mental health. So how in the world do you get off this ride? Well, the solution isn't just to work harder or grind more, it's about a total shift in how you think about your business.
And here it is, the key insight. The secret to a stable income isn't just about closing more deals. It's about being able to close more types of deals. That's the real game changer.
Think about what this does for you. I mean, obviously, you get more consistent income, but it's also about way less stress because you always have a plan B, C, and even a plan D. You can focus better, make smarter choices for your clients, and suddenly, a deal that would have been a dead end becomes a brand new opportunity.
Okay, so let's get practical. We're going to build out your non-traditional toolkit right now with 3 powerful strategies you can add to your professional belt.
First up is creative financing. Now, this has always been a secret weapon for investors, but so many agents just don't use it. You got to think of it like this. A bank might say no, but creative financing can be the yes that pulls a deal back from the brink and gets it across the finish line.
And you can see the difference pretty clearly here. A traditional loan is like a marathon, 15 or 30 years of steady payments. Creative financing, that's a sprint. It's short-term, often with a big balloon payment at the end. It's not a forever solution, it's a bridge to make an otherwise impossible deal possible.
But hey, what if the problem isn't financing? What if the market's just cold and a property won't sell? Well, a no on a sale doesn't have to mean no income for you. This is where leasing comes in as your brilliant plan B. It keeps money coming in, and, just as importantly, it saves that client relationship.
The process is actually super straightforward. Instead of a big one-time commission, you pivot. You find a great tenant for the owner, and you earn a smaller but consistent commission every single month from the rent. It is a total win-win. You're still earning, and you've kept that client happy and in your orbit for when they're ready to sell down the road.
All right, this next tool is a genuine game changer. I'm talking about becoming dual licensed, being both a real estate agent and a mortgage broker. This isn't just learning a new skill. It's about becoming a one-stop shop for your clients.
Just think about it for a second. Your client has 2 giant needs, right? They need to find the property and they need to finance it. If you hold both licenses, you're the single person they trust to handle the whole shebang. The value you provide is massive, and you open up 2 income streams from one client.
Now, a really important word of caution here. You have to be absolutely on top of your compliance. You've got to be crystal clear with your clients about which hat you're wearing at any given moment. Saying, okay, as your realtor, I think this, and now as your mortgage broker, here's what that means for your loan. That separation is totally non-negotiable. All right, there's one more tool we need to talk about, and that's investing. But look, I have to be really clear here. This one comes with a huge, flashing warning sign. It is absolutely not for the faint of heart or the unprepared.
And let's get this straight. Being a fantastic real estate agent does not automatically make you a great investor. They are different worlds. The risks are so much higher, and we're talking about your money on the line. You can lose it, and lose it fast.
So before you even think about it, you have to do your homework. You need tons of experience. You need a mentor who you trust completely. And you need that 6th sense to spot the hidden landmines in a deal. You have to learn to look at every single opportunity with zero emotion and just cold, hard numbers. Now, if you're truly prepared, there are basically 2 main paths people take. You've got buy and hold, which is usually the simpler route, but with thinner profits. Then there's fix and flip, which is way more hands-on and requires real construction knowledge, but the potential returns can be much bigger.
Either way, you need serious cash and serious expertise.
So, when you put all these different tools together, creative financing, leasing, dual licensing, maybe even investing, it all boils down to one fundamental choice, a choice that every single real estate pro has to make.
You know, it's easy to think of real estate as this old, traditional industry, but the truth is, the ground is always shifting. New tech, crazy market swings, changing client demands, it all means that the strategy that worked for you last year might be totally useless next year. And that really brings us to the final and most important question. The choice is yours, and yours alone. Are you going to stick with the old way of doing things and risk getting left behind? Or are you going to evolve, add these tools to your belt, and build a career that doesn't just survive the tough times, but actually thrives because of them?